it is a beautiful day here in Brisbane, Australia. And of course, it wouldn't be a Sunday if Acedeck hadn't released another awesome board. This is the new Aries X1 2023 edition, and well, a lot has changed. They've listened to feedbacks, they've taken learnings from their new boards like the Nomad and the NYX 2023, and well, this board is legitimately even better than the original Aries. So what has changed and what hasn't? And the big question, does it still have the same spark as the original Aries X1?
Scotty. Where's Scotty?
Let's talk about the deck, because it looks the same. It has that same really beautiful, what they call football carbon pattern. But that's where the similarities end with this 2023 additional upgrade. It looks the same, but they've done a whole lot of structural internal changes to make the board stronger, not quite as rigid, and just overall better. The shape has stayed 99.9% the same. It feels like I step between the two boards, it feels like there is a tiny little bit more concave on the toe and heel. I could be imagining it, but I definitely can feel something different there. The next thing are the trucks. Again, they look very similar. Very similar. If you looked at those, you go, yeah, that's an original Aries X1. Well, these are new and improved. They've been re-CNC designed or milled, however you want to say it. And I can tell you, they are carvier. So the combination of the new bushings with the new trucks makes this board, it used to be quite flat. And I guess you don't really know that. You never really know what you've got until you ride other boards. And when I jump back on my X1 four-wheel drive, it's kind of like tip, 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 tip. Whereas this now feels very carvy. The TKPs feel really responsive, and you can get some really nice turns going. The other thing they've upgraded on these trucks is they've got an even stronger stainless steel kingpin. Again, didn't see any reports of them breaking, but they've taken the initiative to make those kingpins even stronger, more reliable. The next thing they've upgraded is the ESC. You might remember in the original X1, it was running a 50 amp ESC. It was their customized one, which you can customize all your speed and braking and all that drama in the remote control. Well, they've upgraded that as well. This is now running the 90 amp ESC they've got in the Nomad. So it's got a lot more power. And when I say a lot more, it's almost scary. Let me show you a little acceleration burst. All right, acceleration test, 3, 2, 1. Oh, whoa. Slowing down a bit there, got a bit of a wobble, then going back into it. That was 45, 46 kilometers in a matter of seconds. So the upgraded 90 amp ESC, massive tick, and it really makes this board a contender to race at SCATCon, which seems to be a very similar trend or sentiment that I'm saying with all Acedeck boards at the moment. Everything they're making is performance based, but still look really nice and still have a lot of reliability. Now the next change is the battery. They were doing a 14S 4P moly cell P42A. They've now changed that to, it's still 14S 4P, but it's now Samsung 40T cells. Why the change? I don't know. I know the moly cell, I think, from what I understand, the moly cell is a slightly better cell, but they are very, very hard to get at the moment. And I know they had some production delays and a couple of the previous boards waiting on moly cells to actually arrive at their factory. A lot of people are struggling to get moly cell P42As at the moment. So I think I'm guessing, I could be completely wrong, but I have a feeling they've just gone and stuff it. Let's go to the very absolute next best thing, which is the Samsung 40Ts, and let's not delay delivering boards to customers, which can only be a good thing. The next thing they have upgraded, and I'm so glad they have, are the tires. They are now going for their 180mm or smidge over 7-inch co-collaborated tires with Hota. Look at this tire. Like, they've got this on the Nomad and they've got this on the new NYX Street, and it is a beautiful tire. I just watched Dallas's video, Electric DNA. He also loves this tire. He's just asking for an 8-inch one for the racetrack. All right, just spotted a street to do the hill climb test on. Hopefully you can tell the steepness of this. It's very, very steep. It would be one of the steepest streets, I'd say, in this area, if not probably the steepest little bit. We're gonna come up to it, actually on the gradient, come to a stop, and then start. This side of the road is definitely steeper, so this is the side we will do the test on, and we'll be in Sports Plus mode. All right, I'm gonna pull up this line. The line here. Now I'm going to let go of the accelerator just so you see I'm on the gradient, I'm rolling backwards. You can see how severe that is. Come to a complete stop, so I'm not using any board momentum, any motor momentum, and go. I'm going to keep your sight on just so you can see the gradient. But again, absolutely insane, awesome power. The Aries X1 23 model with those 40T cells, that 90 amp ESC, that beautiful gear drive. More hills is just a powerhouse. Like, if I think back 2 years ago, for a production board to have this much power, to be this well refined, it would just be unheard of. They are constantly lifting the bar in quality and in power. Alright, we just found a steeper hill. Look over my shoulder. It's steeper and about 5 times longer. Starts off easy, and now it's getting a little bit steeper. But again, that's 44 kilometers per hour, and it's just not struggling at all. So hill climb, again, double checked, is very, very easy on the X1. And probably the last upgrade that really brings the whole magic package together is that gear drive. They have upgraded from belts to gear drive. It's their 3.0, or it's their latest release gear, the one they've done a bit of research, bit of development, a few tweaks on. So it's not the same gear drive that the original NYX came out with. It's the same gear drive that is on the new NYX Street, so the 2023 Street NYX. And it's lovely, it's smooth, and it's whisper quiet. Beautifully made. If you look online, you'll see a couple of guys have done tear downs, so you can have a close look at that. I was going to do it, but 2 other people have already done it, so there's kind of no point. What I can tell you is that the gear drive, and I've already said this twice, I'll say it a third time, the gear drive paired with that 90 amp ESC, paired with that 40T battery paired with this footprint of deck. So this is quite a large board. It is something I'm going to point out. It is quite a large, quite a long skateboard. It's just magical. I'm 6 foot and it just feels perfect. When your feet hop on, your legs are, you know, are a nice width. You've got real estate to move around if you want. It's just a beautiful size deck. It's got a beautiful amount of concave in the right places. When you add those TKP trucks with those gear drives and the power of that 90 amp ESC, well, you do get something very special. I really hope you've enjoyed this look at the Aries X1 2023 edition. I just said that with a little bit of a lisp, 2023, the 2023 edition. This is just a powerhouse, beautifully designed, carvy electric skateboard. Look at this hill we're going up, it's not a problem. Towards the end of the ride, we've done 20K today, not experiencing any sag yet in those cells. Really, really nice electric skateboard. Do I recommend it? Of course I do. Acedeck only make good boards. I have yet to experience a board that has been poorly made or poorly designed. And that's a big deal. That's why I love to film Acedeck electric skateboards. There is one little thing that I wish they would do slightly different on the X1. And I'll tell you what it is right now. So the one thing I would say to Acedeck to make a small change when they ship these boards out, and I know a whole lot of you are going to go, ah, no, don't do that, it's silly. But it's purely for rider safety. I think they should actually turn down the acceleration on Sports Plus mode, because people who aren't super experienced, they're going to hop on this, they're going to go low, eco, sport, and go, oh yeah, no worries. Then they're going to go to Sports Plus, or they're going to forget they're in Sports Plus, and they're going to knock that accelerator, and the board is going to throw them off backwards and go flying out in traffic. Sports Plus at 100% is insane, and you can build up to it. But when you first get the board, I think, and comment if you think I'm wrong, but I think it should come turned down a smidge, 80, 70, 60%. Let the new owner get used to the board, let the new owner get used to the acceleration curve, let the new owner work out how the remote feels in their hand with gloves on, then let them turn it up to 100% if that's what they want. That's my only complaint with this board, and it's such a small, trivial one that I can change myself, but I'm just concerned about new riders injuring themselves on day one and not fall in love with the sport. So that's my one improvement for Acedeck, or my one suggestion. It's not even an improvement. One suggestion for Acedeck: turn the acceleration down on Sports Plus mode, because at 100% it is an insane, powerful electric skateboard. But that is the end. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Do you agree with my one suggestion? Do you not agree? Comment below. Any comments or questions, chuck them down below as well. And make sure, if you're going to buy any Acedeck boards, and if you want to support the channel, there's a link in the description. It is an affiliate link, and it basically tells Acedeck that you found my video interesting, entertaining, or informative, and it helped you make a informed decision to buy one of their products. By using that link, it also financially supports this channel. It gives me like 20 bucks, I think. So if you use it, thank you very much. But that is it. So don't forget to skate safe, wear a helmet, and we'll see you on the next video.
Scotty. Who's Scotty?